Let's give them some business. How about this? After multiple cities, including Austin, have failed in their efforts to force private employers to offer paid sick leave, a bill will now go before the legislature in January that would create a statewide paid sick leave mandate.
We need to address a lot of things that COVID-19 highlighted. Well, paid sick leave is one of the main things.
That is Houston State Representative Ron Reynolds. He's behind the bill.
People will likely be more open to this legislation than I say if we didn't deal with COVID-19. There probably wouldn't be a sense of urgency.
Now, he says the pandemic has proven that coming into work is dangerous for many people, and so private employers should not be allowed to choose whether or not to provide paid sick leave. Let's be very clear. I've often thought that the best companies, the best businesses that want to retain the best employees, they're already doing this.
Absolutely.
I'm kind of uncomfortable with the state mandating it, though.
I'm very uncomfortable with that. And a lot of business, frankly, just aren't designed with that kind of model as far as financially for them to stay afloat, to keep their doors open.
Right.
I say if they don't provide sick leave and that's a problem for you, find a company that does. Because, again, we're talking about some companies potentially having to let people go, having to cut pay, having to close maybe in some extreme circumstances as a result of this. And I would hate to see that. Not all businesses are designed to run the same way.
Yeah, and if this became law, well, first of all, I kind of find it, I doubt it would become law in this conservative-leaning Texas legislature.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. It's going to be
if it became
fight.
law for some of these business owners, what they'd have to do is maybe let one employee go.
Yeah.
Just so they could provide that to the other employees. But once again, I wouldn't work at a company that doesn't provide it.
No, of course not.
I mean, if you want to keep and hire and retain the best employees, you should already be doing this.
Right.
I don't like the idea of the government mandating it because if they can mandate that, they can mandate a few other things.
There you go. It's the beginning of much bigger control in the future. It's the last thing. This is the last thing right now that companies need to hear and to be concerned about.
Big tax increase on property taxes in Austin, and then this possibly in January?
Exactly right.
Not sure how it spurs more development, more business, the creation of more business, small business.
It's just another reason for people to go, I was thinking about getting into business for myself. I'm not going to do it now.
Well, the question is, the devil's always in the details, right? Would you have to provide paid sick leave to that contract worker that's only working for you for a couple of weeks?
Yeah, right.
Or that employee that only works, 1 day a week?
Right. Right, exactly.
If a bar hired a guitarist to play one evening every Friday nights, would they have to provide that as well?
That's
good question. The devil's in the details here.
Exactly.
Now, also in business news, Austin City Council member Natasha Harper Madison is working up a resolution she says will help transform East Austin into an equitable, bustling part of the city. She says the long-term vision includes developments tailored towards public transit lines, job growth, and more.
We can encourage healthy living. We can minimize the impacts of traffic and congestion and limit greenhouse gas emissions. We can provide more housing opportunities at every income level.
Now, she's kind of following up on that Prop A that voters approved, last week.
Yeah.
That is the funding mechanism for Project Connect. The maze of trains and buses and all electric and things like that. It's a job creation package now, is what they're saying.
Yeah.
And it will transform parts of town. There's no doubt about that. So there's going to be, a lot of development around these train lines and these new bus routes.
Right.
She's going to offer more details later. She's still working on this. Harper Madison has not said how much she thinks this plan may cost taxpayers. It is 6:21, and you could jump in here at 512-836-0590.
Should be very, very reasonable.
Hey, here's a good business story. Circuit of the Americas has announced that it will host the 2021 Formula One U.S. Grand Prix October the 22nd through the 24th, 2021.
Okay.
Now on the books.
Good.
Now on the calendar.
Got to go.
A lot of those things have been slated in pencil.
Yeah.
This is in ink now. The 2020 race weekend was canceled due to the pandemic, a decision that Bobby Epstein, the COTA founding partner, called prudent but painful in a statement at the time. F1 modified its 2020 schedule because of the virus, cutting its travel to North America and racing, an abbreviated schedule. They had 17 races in 12 countries. Lewis Hamilton, he's, kind of the guy that always wins these titles. The 2021 F1 race year starts in March in Australia. That, according to a provisional F1 calendar that was released yesterday. COTA is offering deposits for tickets for the 2021 Austin race, and a deposit will secure people a place in line for tickets. A non-refundable deposit will be applied to the total ticket purchase when they select their seats before the tickets go on sale to the public. And if anyone placed a deposit for 2020 and you did not request a refund, they don't need to place another deposit. They got it already.
All right.
So there you go. Yeah, the priority remains ahead for the 2021 deposits, according to COTA.
Why would they not be able to do this? Come on. I mean, we've been having basketball, golf. We've been having football, baseball.
The fans
Why
are sitting
not?
outside.
That's it. And come on, there's a lot of room. Now, if they might have to limit we'll see where we are by then. My hope would be October 2021. We'll be, we'll have the vaccine by then, and we'll be up to full speed. So good. They've got a plan. They've got to do this. They have to look at everything. You got to look at things in this way. By then, we've got to push on.
I'm going to try to get into F1 racing. I'll be honest with you. I've always been a NASCAR guy. But now that the wife has that C8 convertible Corvette, the 2020 C8, I'm now a supercar guy.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm a supercar guy.
I knew there was something different about you.
Do I look like a supercar guy?
I can't tell if it's your weight loss or if it's just a bit of an attitude.
First of all, thank you for noticing that. But yeah, I can't wait to get out there.
State of the art.
It is 6:24. Hey, also in business news, a major department store chain is exiting bankruptcy sooner than expected.
Now that the bankruptcy court has approved the sale of JCPenney to its landlords, it could be out of bankruptcy by Thanksgiving. Brookfield Asset Management and Simon Property Group are buying the department store chain. Penny filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in May and plans to permanently close nearly a third of its stores in the next 2 years as part of its restructuring. The change will leave 600 stores remaining. CEO Jill Saltow says the company's goal from the beginning has been to ensure that JCPenney will continue to serve customers for decades to come. Ginny Cosola, Fox News.
There you go, JCPenney. A little bit of life left in
It
it.
just will not go away.
Well, they got the cool partnership with Sephora, the makeup company. And I think Target has done the same thing. Maybe a lady out there listening with Ulta. Am I right about? Is it Ulta or Ultra? It's Ulta.
Ulta, yeah.
Ulta, yeah.
100 locations.
100 different locations Target's doing. They're trying to, get creative. And,
They got to.
Yeah.
They've got to. We got to see what malls are going to do going forward to get people out there. I don't know how they're going to do it.
Jeb in South Austin on the Todd and Don Show. Good morning.